Monday night gem here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Carolina Panthers. Matt Money Smith, choose.
This is tougher than I think people think. But again, we've had our discussions about Dirk Cutter and Carolina struggling. They're too good. They're too talented to lose this one, especially on Monday night at home.
Well, and we also talk about the fact it's going to be Derek Anderson.
It's going to be Derek Anderson.
And I also think
you totally think that's the case.
Am I positive it's not going to be Cam Newton? I'd be awfully surprised. I mean, this is one of the superstars of the NFL. I think it's a bad look if Cam's out there. Right? I mean,
no, I agree.
And by the way,
I think especially after what happened in Week 1 and
right.
all the backlash, I feel like if that hadn't happened, this may be the reaction to what happened after in Week 1, and they just, whether or not, they just have to.
I also think that just to go back to why he is in concussion protocol, where do we come down on whether or not that was a cheap shot? Or is that on Cam for lollygagging instead of just getting into the end zone?
Oh, no, I think it's tough. It's tough because Cam's going down, you know, and when the player's going down, it's very hard to fault the defender for kind of going down with them.
Well, no, he's crossing the goal line and he's.
But I'm saying, but Cam is like lower. The guy's 6'6", so when he's lowering his head, you're trying, you know, as a defender, what do you want to be? You want to be the lowest guy.
Yeah, but the Falc's trying to pop him. I mean, he's in the end zone. He's not going to stop.
No, I don't think he got in the end zone yet. He wasn't there yet.
He wasn't in. His head might have been.
Yeah, that second effort is what got that ball across when he was woozy and he reached out. That's what made it such a remarkable play. Is that ball was not across that goal line until he kind of stumbled and reached it in. So that's why I would err on the side of.
I mean, I get it.
I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt here that maybe it was just the way the play set up.
I'll tell you what I think. Here's a bold prediction. I think Derek Anderson has a big game against Tampa.
He looked good. He looked good against the Falcons. The funny thing is, Derek Anderson, the last time he played, 2014, when Cam was out, played twice against the Buccaneers. So he's prepared. Obviously, a vastly different Buccaneers team, but he went 2-0 against the Bucs.
Yeah. Well, their best defensive player, Gerald McCoy's banged up as well. So I think that, I think Derek Anderson, if you need, by the way, fantasy nug here, I think he's a good start this week. Well, with a lot of guys on buys and everything.
I guess there's the resident fantasy person here.
Yeah, you should probably weigh in.
You and me,
like
Matt
that?
Money Smith.
Like
I do some fantasy talking.
I would say
your show isn't like as factual fantasy as
unless it's official. Unless it's official, you know, and you know that Cam is not going to play, and they make that announcement like they did yesterday with Carson Palmer a day ahead of time. I think that's what you have to do. You have to carry Derek Anderson and just wait for the day of game because Cam against this defense, if he were to play, that'll carry your week if that's, you know, the way it plays out. So you have to ride that risk that he ends up playing, and then if he doesn't, all right, let's go with the guy who wears size 17 shoes.
Both of these teams.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Derek Anderson, biggest feet in the NFL.
Must be difficult.
He's
got
gigantic,
skis.
Yeah. He the Buccaneers and Panthers going into this season both had their eyes on the postseason. I think now, realistically, if the Buccaneers organization is being serious with itself, that this doesn't have the look of a playoff team. The Panthers, though, went 15-1 and lost in the Super Bowl. They must have this one.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it a must win, but I mean, you really
I'd say must win.
But you did.
Well, here's the thing. Here's how everything looks rosier in Charlotte by Monday morning. The Panthers by Tuesday morning, I should say.
Panthers win.
take care of business. The Falcons lose in Denver. Their game back.
Yep.
Well, we have the Falcons.
Saints are on a bye.
Cam's coming back the next week.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's the way it plays out. Matt Money, Handsome Hank. Do you want to throw the red challenge flag?
I'm not throwing a red challenge flag on that.
You're going to go with
I think the one other thing that Jameis Winston has been hit a lot this season. He's been chased down, and I think the Panthers defense will get a lot of pressure on Jameis.
All right, there you have it. So we're all taking the Carolina Panthers.
Taking
that's
the Panthers.
a pretty easy one.
My plums are staying in my pocket.